And welcome back. A little something on my mind. Just thought I might want to let you know and let you see what you guys think about it. Domestic abuse. It's a real thing. People get hurt. They get beat up, knocked around, hit in the head with a baseball bat, even killed. So with this message, I urge you, if you're in a domestic abuse relationship or in an abusive relationship with a partner, whether it's male or female, it happens both ways. Because there's crazy women out there and there's crazy men. Which is way beyond me. If you don't like who you're with, pack up your stuff. Take your little windows, your little doors, and go home. Leave. Go somewhere else. Damn that hanging around and smacking people and hitting them and just fist fighting in the middle of the kitchen floor. Ain't worth it. It ain't worth it. Because somebody always goes to jail. And then you got a record. If you can't get along with somebody, leave. It's simple. Leave the relationship. And I know women say, oh, it's hard. There is help for all kinds of people out there. There's a domestic hotline that women can call here in the United States. It's 799-7233. I'll put it in there too for it to show up in the descriptions. And in Canada, there's one for you guys over there too. It's an abusive helpline. It's 866-863-7868. And if that don't work, 911. Get out of the relationship. It is not worth your life, your children's life. Who does it hurt if you have children and you're fighting? Who does it hurt? It doesn't hurt you or him. It hurts the kids. Get out of it. Leave. Go to a family member's house. If you don't have family, go to a friend. If you don't have any friends, call the helpline. Get temporary shelter for you and whoever you're with, your kids, or just get them out of get it out of there. And men that beat on women, you coward bastards. And there's one feller in particular, he'd be damn lucky I'm not in Canada right now. Because, Lord help, he would need help. You don't beat on a family member and think you're going to get away with it. So, please, get help. Leave the relationship. Now, men, you're just as vulnerable. There's some men out there that women just absolutely just drive them nuts. I mean, when they call them naggers, they are. They just nag. Or they get abusive. They start a little slap here, a little slap there, and the longer it goes on, it gets to be a backhand. You know, it's not all right to put your hand on anybody unless it's to the point you have to. And not with a spouse, or I'm not talking about your kids or your spouse. If somebody in public decides they want to get on you and hurt you, then it's time to go. And I hate to say call the police, because 9 times out of 10, that's worse than, sometimes worse than the abusive relationship. You call the police, you end up either shot, beat the hell out of, broken bones, drug off to jail for what? And now you're in system. Now you're in the system. Now you got to fight the courts. You got to go all through all the rigmarole to get out of it. Just because these guys, these cops, these egos, they can't control them. They got to be in charge of everything. And God forbid they go for a welfare check. They go for a welfare check. They start beating on an old man's door. He's scared, so he pulls his pistol out, goes to the door, not knowing who it is. They kick the door in, shoot the man, kill him. That's abuse. That's abuse of power. And people just think they got to have it. You don't have to have power. If you can't get along with a spouse and you can't get along with your neighbors, or I mean, your neighbors, you just tell them, go away, leave me alone. But it's good to get away from the domestic, whether it's male or female. Take the kids, pack them in a car, take off. Say, I don't have a car. Call a damn Uber. Call a damn, I ain't got no money. I don't care. Find a way. Because I'm going to tell you, you say, oh, I don't have nowhere to go and I don't have any skills and he's kept me up for 10 years. You're preaching to the choir, baby. You're preaching to the choir. If you really want to get out of it, you can find a way. Just go. Make a plan. Get a plan in place. Start thinking this out. Sit down at the table, drink your coffee, and say, okay, today I'm going to make a plan. I can't live with this guy anymore. Or this guy says, I can't live with this girl anymore. She lives in my house. I bought the house, yada, yada. It's 50-50 states in most of them. So the only thing you can do is go down and file a petition against her for a TPO, protective order, and hope they don't violate it. And if they do, 911. Call it smart, quick, and in a hurry. Hello. Get these people that are abusive. Lock them up. Lock them up. Male, female, and let's not forget some of these smart-ass teenagers that think they can get away with pushing mom down or slapping her around, especially if dad's not in the picture. You know, dad's over here, or he's up and packed his shit, already gone. So now the teenagers, they get up, teenagers think they can slap mom around. That's not okay. If my dad even thought I had a thought of raising a fist or a hand to him, I wouldn't be sitting here talking to you. You'd have to come to my gravesite and talk to me. You didn't know that. You didn't do that. But we was raised in a different era where, you know, where they say spare the rod and spoil the child. No. It was give me that damn switch over there. I'm going to wear you out. Now, you want to try that again? Let's do that one more time. I'll give you another opportunity. Do it again. I wasn't that stupid. Once was enough. Once was enough. Thank you. See you later. Gotta go. But get out of the abusive relationship. It's not worth it. Sit down and search your soul and really think about, hey, where am I going to go? What can I do? All right? What kind of job can I get? There's all kinds of jobs out there. People, there's all kinds. And a lot of these places will train you. You ain't been in the job market a few years? Put your foot back in the pool. Go for a swim. The old saying is, if you're going to jump in the water, you might as well swim. Go for it. One foot in front of the other. Boom, 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 boom. Walk out the door. Stop the abuse. And if there's abuse to the point that there's marks and somebody beating on you with a fist, and no, people, it's not okay. By no stretch of the imagination between mine or yours, either one. I know people that are, they say they're financially locked together. No. See, well, me and my husband both own the house and he won't give me nothing. You go to a daggum good lawyer and try to find an attorney that will say, okay, you get me this out of the house, you get paid. Okay? Type deal. Instead of going and saying, I don't have the 7-8 grand. If you have collateral in that house that's worth something, or you get your half. I mean, we don't have to go to the cleaners with this, but you get your fair share. And if you think it's worth getting, get it. Man, woman, either one. Doesn't matter. If, man, you want to move out and leave the woman living in the house, let her pay the bills. That's all I got to say. Ladies, you want to move out? Leave the man pay the bills. But get your child support. Don't forget about that. Maybe a little alimony. You never know. Depends on what they make. But don't stay in an abusive relationship. Even a relationship that doesn't have, where people are smacking one another. Just say it's verbal abuse, mental abuse. Oh, you're a worthless piece of you need to, mother, on and on. That's verbal and mental abuse. You don't have to take that either. You don't have to take a ball bat to them. Best thing to do, leave. Just leave. Get help, please. People die in this country every day from domestic abuse because men are just as crazy as women. I'm telling you. Just call for help. And if it's a woman trying to hide it, don't call from your cell phone. Go down to your neighbors or go down to the corner market and see if you can get a burner phone for $8-10. Use a burner phone if you don't want, because if he's the kind that comes in and scrolls through your phone and being a nosy little bugger, or vice versa. Women come home, go through your stuff. I don't get in my wife's purse to this day. I haven't done it in the last 20 years. Won't do it tomorrow either. It's none of my damn business what's in that thing. There may be a rat trap in there. You think I'm sticking my hand in there? Oh, hell to the no. Hell to the no. So, but if I wanted to hide something from her and we weren't getting along, I'd have to go buy a burner phone. They're like, what, $8, $10? There's even a chance you may have an old phone at home that's you've upgraded and kept the old one. Take the old one down and get a SIM card for it. Make your calls off that and keep that phone hid. Not even the house where you live. Hide it at a friend's house that you can trust. Like I said, men or women, either one, doesn't matter. But get help. Mental abuse is just as bad as beating on one another, as far as I'm concerned. If you tell him he's useless and he's worthless and if he's sitting around the house playing video games all day and doesn't do nothing, and just the house is a wreck and you're working 2 jobs and watching the kids and cooking and cleaning, he's kind of worthless. A marriage is a 50-50 deal. Straight down the center, 50-50. You do this, you do that. My house, if I cook, she cleans. 9 times out of 10, I clean because I'm a faster eater. But it doesn't matter. We work together. And we have for, like I said, the last 20 years. And I guess we'll just keep going that to the day of my toes turn up the daisies. But do this. Get help. Again, for domestic abuse in the U.S., 800-799-7233. And domestic violence in Canada, 866-863-7868. Seek the help. Get out and seek help. Ask a friend. Ask a family member, a brother, a sister, an acquaintance from work. Somebody will help you. You just as sure as I'm sitting here. There are good people left in the world. Far and few between. But there are some out there. So do me a favor. Leave me a comment and let me know what you think about domestic abuse. And if you're in a situation and you need me to do some research and try to find somewhere close to you that needs help, leave me a comment. And I'll get on a computer. I will dig till I hit China to find you the right help that you need. But leave me a comment, let me know that. But do me another one. Like, share, and subscribe. And let me know what you think at the end of this. Until next time, America. Good night.